Good afternoon, everyone. First section is comprehension passage. Question number 1. What is the main focus of this passage? Let us keep this question on hold and we will do it after finishing the remaining questions. Oops. This one or this one? Okay. Which organizational scheme does this list of instructions follow? There are instructions. Where are the instructions? Are there any instructions in this passage? Yes? No? Have you done the passage? Where are the instructions? Did he mention any instructions here? Check. Smoke detector should be placed on each floor of a home. While sleeping people in particular danger of an emergent fire, and there must be a detector outside each sleeping area. Now, where should we keep smoke detector you mentioned? And look at the next paragraph. Because of the dead air, because of the dead air space that might be missed by turbulent hot air bouncing around above a fire, smoke detection should be installed either on the ceiling or at least one. Now, where should? In the house, you can keep it on the ceiling or high on the wall. Again, same position. He is telling where we should keep the detectors. And I'm reading next paragraph. I'm not reading completely. I'm reading only half. Detectors should not be mounted near windows. So where we should not keep near the windows. I'm reading next. Regular cleaning can prevent false alarms caused by buildup of dust, insects, particularly on optical type alarms, as they are more susceptible. Susceptible means weak, vulnerable to these factors. So regular cleaning we need to do. So conclusion is related to cleaning. Hierarchical order. Do you know hierarchy? Hierarchy means lower level to higher level. Lower level to higher level is called hierarchy. Clerk, above clerk is PO, above PO is deputy manager, assistant manager, manager. This is called hierarchy, lower to higher or higher to lower. Is it comparison and contrast? Is it talking about any comparison or smoke detectors? Smoke detectors only, there is no comparison. Cause and effect. Cause means if this happens, this happens. If you switch on the fan, then the fan will rotate. Switch this, it will rotate. Otherwise, no, maybe cause and effect. Chronological, do you know chronological? Time. Chronological means time order. India got freedom in 1947. India got its constitution in 1950. And in 1950, the first elections were conducted and the prime minister was elected. So time, whenever you're talking about time, then we use chronological. Is he mentioning any time there? Time? Do this first, later on this, later on this? No. So you can take cause and effect, third option. What is the main focus? We have already read it, so we can check out the options. How firefighters carry out their responsibilities? Is he about firefighters' responsibilities? Proper installation of home smoke detectors? Yes. Detection of dead air space? Is it talking about how to detect the dead air space? No. How smoke detectors prevent fires? Answer 2 or 4? Answer is second one. The proper installation. The passage implies that dead air space is most likely to be found. Where is dead air space? Yeah. Dead air space that might be missed, turbulent hot air bouncing around above a fire. Smoke detectors must be installed either on the ceiling or at least 4 inches from the nearest wall. So that is ceiling or 4 inches from the nearest wall. So on ceiling between 4 and 12 inches. Is he mentioned 4 and 12 or 4 inches? Only 4. First one not sure. Close to where a wall meets ceiling? Maybe. Near open window? No. In kitchen's garage? He did not mention garage. So, dead air space is related to window? No. Answer 1, 2, 5. Dead air space. Let me read it above sentence also, this one. A good site for a detector would be a hallway that runs between living spaces and bedrooms. Hall that attaches living space and bedrooms. So that is the dead space. So you can consider second option. The passage states that compared with people who do not have smoke detectors, persons who live in homes with smoke detectors have what? So if you have smoke detectors, what is the advantage? If you don't have smoke detectors, what is the disadvantage? 50%, 50%, 25%, 100. Is there any percentage? No percentage. Then even none of them is also not there. Half is there. Where is that? Which paragraph? Is it first paragraph or second paragraph? Second paragraph? Look at this. Because smoke detectors reduce the risk of dying in a fire. If you have a smoke detector in your house, what does it do? It will reduce the risk of dying in a fire. It will reduce the risk by half. By half means 50%. So 50% of the times you cannot die if you have smoke detectors. 50% better chance of surviving a fire? Okay. 50% of better chance to preventing a fire? No. It's about surviving a fire. Answer 1. Smoke detector should not be installed near a window because where is that? Here it is mentioned, right? Last but one paragraph. Detectors should not be mounted. Mounted means keeping in the top place is called mounted. Detectors should not be mounted near windows or exterior doors or other places where drafts might direct the smoke away from the unit. Outside fumes may trigger. Draft may create dead air space. Draft may pull smoke away from the detector. Third one, correct. The passage indicates that one responsibility of a firefighter is to responsibilities of a firefighter. Where is that? First paragraph? Last line, huh? Firefighters work closely with emergency response agencies such as police, emergency medical service. A firefighter's role may overlap with both. Still any other place? Schools, colleges, where is that? Next. Firefighters are often means regularly. They are regularly asked to speak to school and community groups about the importance of the fire safety, particularly fire prevention reduction. So they are supposed to speak to schools or community groups about the importance of fire safety. So the answer is fourth option, speaking to school children about the importance of preventing fires. A smoke detector must always be placed. Where is it placed? Near window we should not place. Here he mentioned, right, a good site for a detector would be a hallway that runs between living space and bedrooms. Outside at least one of the bedrooms or in any level of home. Outside all bedrooms. In all hallways. In kitchens? No. Near windows? No. The fourth, fifth, definitely no. So answer 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let me read it once again for the confirmation. I've read this, so I want to read it from here. While sleeping, people are in particular danger of an emergent fire, and there must be a detector outside each sleeping area. Outside the bedroom, outside sleeping area. Each sleeping area. So, outside all bedrooms in a home or in all ways of a home, 2 or 3. In all ways of a home, yes. You can consider third one. Now close test. Matt McWilliams always dash, and after the blank what is given, he would. So would means somewhat related to past. So I need a past related verb. He always dash. He always assumed yes. He effect grammatically wrong effects is needed if it is in the present. Past means this. He counterfeit. Counterfeit means create something fake. So counterfeit, it's like cheating, negative meaning, no. Pretended, yes. He pretended. And simulating. Simulating is nothing but kind of provoking. So answer is 1 or 4. He assumed or pretended. Pretended means acting. Pretending to be, yeah, pretending to be, but pretending to be is not given. So fourth one not possible. So you can take 1. He assumed he would grow up to become a golf pro. So he wanted to become a professional golfer. Born just 500 yards from the second green of Pinehurst, number 2, a North Carolina resort known as the cradle of American golf. He thought it was his destiny. Now the entire story is running in the past tense. He thought it was his destiny to follow dash father's footsteps. Follow on the footsteps, into the footsteps. Follow in footsteps of 2 footsteps, 4 footsteps, no answer, 1 or 3. Follow on the footsteps of, in the footsteps of. Both appear okay, on the footsteps or in the footsteps. In means inside, on means surface. Footsteps of what? Okay, to follow in his father's footsteps, yeah. You can consider third one, in. On. So what he never could have. After have, what is needed? So what he never could have. V3 is needed. Imagined V3. ARY. If a word is ending with ARY, it is an adjective, not possible. Imagination, okay. Imagine V1, not okay. V1, yes, not okay. Answer is 1 or 3. What he could have imagined. First option. What he could have imagined was that his own dad would have to fire him. He would continue to face rejection for the next several years, all of which would somehow dash. Again, see, would is given. After would, V1 is needed. V1, yes, no. V2, no. V1, yes. V1, yes, no. V1 ing, no. Answer is third option. Would lead to, would somehow lead to is calling. In high school, Matt won 4 out of 5 major junior golf tournaments in Tennessee, including the Tennessee State High School Championship. In college, he won the Adams Cup of Newport, the Berry College Spring Invitational, the Carolinas Amateur, and others. He was the #1 player at the University of Tennessee and was so confident that golf was where his future lay that he didn't bother dash graduate. On graduate, off, with, by, to. He didn't bother. On, generally bother, see, bother is nothing but creating some sort of trouble, irritating. That is the meaning. Don't bother me, like that. So he didn't bother on graduates. See, after on, off, with, by. See, after all these prepositions, I need ing or noun. So if this is a noun, see, graduate is both noun and verb. If this is a noun, I need a graduate. If this is a verb, it is okay. So if I want to take all these things, graduating is needed or a graduate is needed. So simply to graduate, it is a verb to graduate. He didn't bother to become graduate or to graduate. Then all options are suitable here. You can also take with. Don't bother with him. Now, rearrangement of sentences. Rearrangement or parajumble, we can say. At some point, these vulnerabilities are nothing but weaknesses. So, is this the first sentence? No. Before this, he should mention where are the other vulnerabilities. This cannot be the beginning of the paragraph. The malware exploited. The malware, particular malware, which malware we do not know. The student means which student. Already if I am talking about one student, then I can say the student. So this also cannot be the first sentence. The WannaCry ransomware attack maybe or may not be. Again, it is starting with the. Maybe or may not be. Microsoft very soon released an update that removed the vulnerabilities. The vulnerabilities means which vulnerabilities? Particular vulnerabilities. Generally, we use the to mention something particular, or to mention something second time or third time we use the. So maybe or may not be. It is starting with Microsoft noun. This can be the beginner, but the vulnerabilities. Remove which vulnerabilities we do not know. Windows systems have the capability to automatically install updates, but in many corporate setups, the auto update is disabled to give IT departments more control over company machines. I'm not sure about the first sentence because majority of them are starting with nouns only. I'm not sure about the first sentence. Let me check. Can I pair any couple of sentences or 3 sentences? Look at these vulnerabilities. Where are the vulnerabilities? Vulnerabilities. Still any other place? It was in C also. No. Vulnerabilities are mentioned in, I'm talking only about the word vulnerabilities. Vulnerabilities. So here these vulnerabilities, let's check the meaning. At some point, these vulnerabilities were either leaked. Vulnerabilities means weak point, negative points, weaknesses, flaws. They were either leaked or electronically stolen. And in March, an entity known as shadow brokers made them public. So they revealed. It's like telling news information. I'm reading B. The malware exploited vulnerabilities in Windows 7. So exploit means use or take advantage of it. Using something or take advantage. You know why many foreigners came and invaded India only? Many foreign countries, Dutch, Portuguese, French, Britishers, even Mughals, all came to India, they invaded India, they attacked India, they exploited India. Why? Because once upon a time, India was the richest country in the world. India had a lot of fortune. India had, in fact, during the period of Sri Krishna Devaraya, in the market they used to sell these diamonds, rubies, all in the market, like how people sell vegetables now. So they used to sell diamonds in the market. That's why many people got attracted, thinking India is the richest country. So they came, they started attacking. Now if you observe here, they exploited. Foreigners came, they exploited. They took the advantage. They used Indians or Indian resources. So the malware exploited vulnerabilities in Windows 7. Malware is antivirus or virus? Malware means virus or antivirus generally? Virus only. Mal means always something bad. Mal means something bad. So the malware exploited the weaknesses in Windows 7 that the US NSA apparently knew about for a few years. So already US knew it. But these people revealed it. Okay, I can pair BA, but let me check D. Microsoft very soon released an update that removed the vulnerabilities. So when it released an update, after these people made public or before? After making it into public. I can pair BA. Malware exploited vulnerabilities means because of this virus, when COVID came, what happened? Everybody understood the immunity level. Everybody understood when COVID attacked India or all the other countries. Everybody understood the importance of health, insurance, or immunity, all those things. If there is no virus, nobody would not know about these things. So because of this malware, some sort of virus exposed. Windows 7 also has some weaknesses, and US agency NSA already knew about it for a few years. But who exposed it? These people, shadow brokers, exposed it. So later on, I can add here BAD. Microsoft very soon released an update. So later on it got update that they removed vulnerabilities. So BAD can be pair. So where C, where E, only two things are there, C, E. So let me check C, the WannaCry ransomware attack. So is it malware only? WannaCry ransomware attack raised perplexing. Perplexing means confusion creating questions such as who was behind it, how did it get unleashed, why the code was configured the way it was. So some attack happened. Then what happens? When some attack happened, then everybody came to know that Microsoft also has some weaknesses, weak points. So C can be the beginner. And obviously, E is the concluding statement. Windows systems have the capability to automatically install updates, but in many corporate setups, the auto update is disabled to give IT department more control over. So update is already given here and the continuation of update. So C, B, A, D, this is the order. Column 1, column 2, we need to combine ABC with DEF. Dermotextile is a natural and visual alternative to cosmetextile in merging. Merging means combining. Merging of bio-based microparticles. Not sure. Merging selected skincare active ingredients. Merging other traction aids be installed. Maybe. I'm not sure about A. Let me check next. With the dermotextile technology, textiles are printed with a continuous control release system composed. Composed always takes off or by. You can take both, either off or by. So composed of bio-based microparticles, yes. Composed selected, no. Composed other, no. B and D. BD definitely we can pair. Do we have any option of BD? BD is there, BD is there. Let me confirm AE once. AE. Dermotextile is a natural visual alternative to cosmetextile in merging other traction aids be installed on vehicles or at least supplied for them. Oh, sorry, AE, right? Yeah, I'm sorry, I was looking at F. In merging selected skincare active ingredients to different types of support like textiles, we can pair merging ingredients. So merging with or without, you can use merging with or merging directly also. So AEBD. The city is mostly flat or gentle hills and the land gently slopes upward, away from, yes, away from we take, not away off, AF. Most of the ravines and valley lands in Toronto today are parklands and New Granada and Venezuela maybe. End of, no, end of not possible. I'm reading next. The original town was laid out in a grid plan on the flat plain north of the harbor. Yes. Do we have AFB? Oh, sorry, CE. AFCE. First option. Now, we need to interchange the bold words. The pandemic has seen several countries displaying dash. Displaying is verb. Displaying means showing something. Showing dash and cooperation. Showing backyards and cooperation. Showing essential and cooperation. No. Showing tackling and cooperation. No. Showing solidarity. Solidarity is a noun. Cooperation is a noun. You can bring it here. Solidarity means feeling, showing sympathy. Showing sympathy and saying that we are with you. So solidarity and cooperation, providing essential supplies, okay, to others even while tackling the novel coronavirus in their own backyards. AD can be interchanged, DA, fourth option. India might not run out of hydrochloroquine. Run out of, correct. I'm running out of time. We are running out of patience. They are running out of money. Correct phrase. And run task force of, run recommendation of, run relied on. No. Run out of is perfectly all right. So I'm eliminating A related option. Second one. As the National Task Force for COVID-19 had a recommendation, look at this had. After had, what can we take? Where is V3? Relied. I had relied on, rely on. This is perfect combination. Rely on, see, rely on, bank on, count on, same meaning, depend on. I want to tell a secret. So can I rely on you that you'll keep it as a secret? Can I bank on you? Can I count on you? Can I depend on you? Means can I trust you? So rely definitely takes on. Rely should go there. Then obviously the recommendation. C, D, D, C. First option. The president executive, maybe. The president hailing much of his speech. Hailing means coming from generally. I hail from Mumbai. Hail from Mumbai means I am from Mumbai. Hail has two meanings. Where are you coming from? Hailing is one meaning. Another hail is respecting. Salute. Hail Hitler. So the president crisis, no, the president hailing maybe. The president devoted much of his speech to. Devote takes to. Okay, let me check. The president devoted much of his speech to the ongoing crisis at the Department of Veterans Affairs, hailing a legislative response passed by Congress last month and announcing 19 new executive actions. We can interchange ADDA. First option. Now, next one, spelling mistake. Wrongly spelled or inappropriate word. Can you tell me which is the wrongly spelled? Rake, submarine, lecture, exhibition. All of you are correct only in terms of spelling. Rigby visited the reek. Reek is a verb. Wreak havoc. This is a phrase. Wreak havoc. H-A-V-O-C. Havoc is noun. Verb plus noun. Wreak havoc means cause damage. Cause damage, cause destruction is called wreak havoc. Now Russia is wreaking havoc on Ukraine. But here I require what? After the I require a noun. Wreck. R-E-C-K. W-R-E-C-K is needed. The damaged part of a plane or a ship is called wreck. If a ship is damaged, if a plane is damaged after aeroplane blast, so it's called wreck. W-R-E-C-K, W is silent. W-R-E-C-K, wreck. Cosmetic resultant cartilage skeleton. Spelling skeleton, O-N, not I-N. Rightful continental freed yoke. Answer. All up here correct in terms of spelling. What is the answer? You have not got the answer. Let me read it. Spain has not carried out its rightful purpose. Its purposes noun, FUL adjective, okay. In Americas, and one by one the continental colonies, okay, have freed with okay, themselves from its yoke. Y-O-K-E, yoke. And Y-O-L-K is nothing but the part of egg. Yellow part of the egg is called yolk, Y-O-L-K. But here we require Y-O-K-E. No. Have you ever seen cultivation of land, tilling the land? Have you ever seen tilling the land? What do we call this? This one only, right? Two animals are tied here and it will plowing. So this part is called, supporting part is called yoke. Y-O-K-E. For plowing it is used. What do we call it in Telugu? That is yoke. Yoke means a support system. Context, support system. Error location, error is in one part of the sentence. Popper's philosophy of science is now inadequate, means not sufficient, because it fail. It fail is correct. Is it in the present or past? Is present or past? Present means it fails. He, she, it, singular noun, V1, yes. He fails, she fails, it fails, Ramu fails. But I fail, we fail, you fail, they fail. Error is in the second part, so B, first option. The magazine, Time magazine dedicated its Person of the Year cover to women who broken. Women who broke. Only V2 is needed. Directly you cannot take V3. If you want to take V3, you need have form. Have or has or had is needed. So who broke the silence surrounding the pervasiveness of sexual harassment and violence. So error again is in the which part? Sorry, it is third part, C. Fourth option. Type identity theory was first advocated as a hypothesis about correlations among sensations and brain processes, which would be discovered by neuroscience. Can you tell me the answer? B, why? Yeah, between is needed because we are talking about sensations and brain processes. Two things, 1 and 2. So when we are talking about 2, we need to use between. When we are talking about more than 2, we need to use among. The growing cooperation between India and UK has been manifested in all walks of life, be it history, politics, culture, or language. Answer. According to the definite articles, we must use the UK. The UK, the USA, the USSR, not the India. For India, we should not use. Only the UK, the USSR. Plural names or plural forms of countries. Whenever plural names or plural forms of countries are there, we must use the before them. We take USA, the USA only. Why like that? Why? What plurality is there? North America, South America, two different countries. In fact, they are continents. Two countries, North America, South America. Again, Canada is also there, so the USA. Again, the UK. Why the UK? Earlier, 4 were there. London, I mean, there's Britain, Finland, Scotland, Ireland. 4 were there. Brexit happened. Now only 3 are there, the UK. Combination of countries, the USSR, the UAE, and any country ending with yes, name ending with yes. West Indies. The West Indies. Netherlands, the Netherlands. So any country's name ending with yes, keep the. Or group of countries, the. So that's why the UK. India without article. 30th, the last question. A 42 years old unidentified man was lynched in Kanpur by mob. Do you know lynched? If a thief is caught in villages, what people will do? He will be tied to a tree or a pole and people will beat him mercilessly. But in some areas, they will create a suicide for him. They will tie a rope around his neck and the rope will be thrown over the tree branch and they will pull it. And this fellow will die. That's called a lynch. Lynched in Kanpur by a mob. Mob means angry group. Angry group is called mob. Angry group is called mob, which accused him of Pakistani terrorist. Why they killed him? Because people thought he was a terrorist. Can you tell me the answer? Answer is related to nouns. Numerical case, number case. 3 dozens bananas wrong, 3 dozen bananas correct. 10 days workshop wrong, 10-day workshop correct. Before noun, if there is any numerical, the numerical should be singular. 42-year-old unidentified man. Got it? Before noun, if any numerical is there, that should be singular. So error is in the first part, answer is third option. That's all for now. Thank you.